And then my stepdad likes to drink Heineken, right?
Okay.
And once gave me like
I love Heineken.
one sip of Heineken. Like beer is just so like what? How do people enjoy this?
How do people enjoy whiskey when it burns your neck and your throat?
Because it makes one look like a true man. Anak muda Indonesia, Jakarta itu mending nikah aja sama janda-janda tua. Gitu.
What do you think about it?
Gak ada salahnya sih.
Sama sih. Why do Indonesians when they buy protection they get so embarrassed about it? You know, mereka beli kondom tapi di atasnya taruh beli sabun juga deh. Jadi nggak terlalu kelihatan gitu loh, ya kan?
Yeah.
Tapi kalau di Amerika you buy a condom, like people are like, good job, you know,
Good
you're
job,
saving
man.
money.
Nice one.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Based Indonesian Talks. Today I have a very special guest, and today is going to be a very chill episode. Usually we talk about really serious shit, but today we're just going to chill.
Okay.
Is that right? Brandon Salim. Thank you very much for coming to my show.
Thank you for inviting, man. Thank you for letting me chill with you.
Yes,
on
let's
a
chill,
Friday
man.
evening.
On a Friday evening.
Yeah.
Friday night is great, and Friday evening is where we prepare for Friday night. Where am I going with this? Anyways.
So where are we going this Friday night after this?
I heard there's this stuff going on in Taman Ismail Marzuki.
Okay,
you know?
let's go there.
Yeah, let's go there.
It's
Yeah.
a date.
It's I'm gonna have a date with this guy.
Okay.
Anyways, we're gonna chill. I have you all to myself for an entire hour.
Wow.
I'm
Beautiful.
gonna ask you a lot of questions.
Okay.
So I've been seeing you since you followed me.
Oh yeah, I followed you like early this
Yeah.
year or last year. End of last year or early.
End of last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, end of last year. Yeah.
And I was like, this guy looks like that one diplomat.
You didn't have that first impression before last year.
I didn't have that impression, but I was like, I think I saw you somewhere back in 1945.
Oh yeah, you're a reincarnation.
Oh, you're a reincarnation right there. But yeah, and
When did he die? Did he die when I was born?
19, if I'm not mistaken, 1988. It was like you'd be a millennial if he died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm born in 96. I'm still a millennial.
You're still a millennial.
Yeah, I'm the end of millennial.
You're a zillennial then. Yeah.
What's a zillennial?
Zillennial is basically a millennial that is born closer to Gen Zs.
Oh.
And there are also Gen Zs that are born closer to millennials. I'm a zillennial, pretty much.
Man, people are just making up like labels and stuff. Yeah, okay, I'm a zillennial.
People like to put themselves as labels, but let's diversify that, shall we?
Okay.
Anyways, I've invited you here today to talk about the socio-political economical situation.
Oh, that's so complicated, man.
We're not gonna talk about that. We're just gonna talk about random shit.
Okay.
So, gue notice nih ya. By the way, this episode we're gonna be bilingual, so everybody can tune in, understand this conversation.
Okay.
Tapi my first question is, the last time we spoke, you kept on mentioning Jiro, and Jiro is the guy from The Wind Rises, right?
Yeah, yeah.
The plane thing.
Yeah, yeah,
The guy
the
who
engineer.
made the Mitsubishi that blew up a bunch of Americans.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, yeah. He made those warplanes.
He
during
made
World
those
War II.
warplanes, right?
Yeah.
And The Wind Rises is actually one of the I don't have a particularly favorite Ghibli movie,
Okay.
but The Wind Rises was very impressionable to me because it explores Japan between the 1900s all the way to the 1940s, where
Yeah.
Japan was like this one peaceful country that wanted to be, basically a white people country, and then they ended up becoming a warped version of the Great Britain. And this guy lived through it all, right? He met his fiance.
Oh, you watched it?
I watched it. I
Nice.
told you I watched it. He met his fiance, and then there was this very romantic scene where the fiance gets tuberculosis,
Yeah.
or called consumption back in the days, and he said, "Let us share the sickness together." And then dude literally kissed her, but he didn't get tuberculosis.
Thank God.
Thank God. So, yeah, it was really impressionable. And I like the scene at the end where like all the warplanes just go up and then just float to the sky. It literally is Hayao Miyazaki's love letter to aviation, because this man really loves his planes, right? And I was thinking, why do you like to associate yourself with Jiro? Because you keep on associating yourself with Jiro.
I see a man who really works hard for his dreams. So, I watch Oppenheimer as well, right?
Oh, yeah.
At that point, it will be very, very inhumane to do, to create a nuclear bomb just to bomb a country, right? And just kill a lot of people. But it really made sense in that particular time to really do it, to really fight for your country. So if you talk about like today, like why do politicians do this? Why do politicians do that? Why Jiro? Well, there's a Netflix series about the sushi guy from the train station. Jiro.
Okay.
What was it called? Like Dreams of Sushi? Something?
I haven't watched it.
So I feel like I associate Jiro as a guy who always lived up to his dreams. So whatever his calling is, he needs to like really work hard for it and really achieve it. And in a lot of instances, there will be like a lot of risks. There will be a lot of things that you have to sacrifice. And I see Jiro as a person who sacrificed a lot in his life. So when I watched that movie, it was during COVID 2020. I was just so bored at home. So I tried watching my first Ghibli movie, which was Only Yesterday. I don't know if you know Only Yesterday.
I haven't watched that one.
Yang tentang seorang perempuan who was working in a corporate job. She was like so bored of everything. She was so sick of it. And then she decided like, I want to go to a village or a random village in Japan. And then just to get away, disattach myself from everything in this world. And then when she went there, she learned to farm. She learned to meet ordinary people and just talk about life, talking about wabi sabi and stuff.
Wabi sabi.
Yeah. And then like the art of like just drinking tea. Oh, that's so beautiful.
Yeah,
and then
beautiful,
she fell in love with the guy there and just decided to marry him. So when I watched that, I went binge watching every Ghibli movie. So I do like a lot of Ghibli movies, but what really struck to me was The Wind Rises. Awale is just because he looks like me. Wow, he looks like me. He wears the glasses.
Most definitely.
and that's the reason that I use cowboy hats now.
Oh yeah, you really you do like wear cowboy hats here and there. A lot.
Because when I watch The Wind Rises, it looks really cool. Him with the fedora, right? So I bought a lot of cowboy hats and fedora. But yeah, I see him as a guy, Jiro Horihoshi, as a guy with, a dream that he really wants to work hard for it. And with a lot of like a sacrifice that he has to do, obviously at that point of time, his passion was aerospace. So he wants to make an airplane that's really cool. That makanya pas dia mimpi, he met like this Italian engineer. Like
Italian,
him, right?
Yeah. I saw that.
You have to follow your dream and stuff. And then yaudah, akhirnya he flew to Germany. He was flown. What's the past tense of fly?
Kenapa?
Help me.
He flew.
Oh, he flew. He was flown. Flown.
He was flown.
Okay, flown.
Yeah, he was flown.
He was flown to Germany to learn from the Germans how to make an airplane and stuff. Terus akhirnya pas balik, well, he made that. So I feel like he's really very consistent. And then because at that point of time, like I told you, right, I watched Oppenheimer. Like he was so obsessed with nuclear.
Yes.
But he doesn't know at that point that how crazy of an impact or like how the government is gonna like abuse this energy, right? But obviously he did something that's very special.
Yeah.
Nuclear. Jadi pas di zaman itu Jiro juga nggak tahu like the impact of creating all this jet, right?
Yes.
And akhirnya malah the Japanese were just so cruel at that time and crazy.
Yeah. Pearl Harbor.
Yeah. Pearl Harbor. Yeah.
Pearl Harbor.
But that's the end of everything, right? Almost the end of everything during World War II. Yeah, but I really like him because of that. His determination. Yeah.
I see.
And his love.
I can see that. Like he got married at a young age.
Very young age.
Of 23, if I'm not mistaken. 24.
Yeah, around there.
How old are you now?
I'm 28.
You're 28.
Yeah.
But you don't look 28, honestly.
Yeah.
You look like you're 22.
Really?
Yeah, you do have that brimming youthful energy. If you don't mind me glazing.
No worries. I get the genes from my dad.
Oh, you did?
Guess, yeah.
Yeah. I told you already, but I haven't told the viewers here, right? When we were discussing about maybe the reason your youthful looks is maybe it's because like, East Asians, they have neoteny as part of their gene code, right? And that probably contributes to why you look so young. So what's the secret of you looking? I mean, the genes is a secret, but it's something that is outside of people's control. But what's your secret of like looking young and brimming and youthful?
Aside of genes.
So much passion for life.
So much passion for life? Not really. I'm actually pretty dark and shallow.
Dark and shallow?
Yeah. I really appreciate and really like sad music, sad movies.
Name one sad music.
I like Bon Iver Holocene. That's like my favorite music. I like The Cure.
Okay.
So those like crazy stupid emo bands, folk music are the
Those
ones I
are
listen
names that eludes me. Name one sad movie.
Sad movie. I don't know if you watched. Okay, let's talk. I'm gonna mention a Korean movie, Odd to My Father.
I've never heard of it, but
Belum
I think
pernah
my
nonton ya?
grandma has.
But it's a new movie.
Oh,
It was
really?
just so recent.
Really?
Yeah, I think you should watch Odd to My Father.
Oh, okay.
Jadi ceritanya tentang keluarga yang harus pindah pas lagi perang Korea,
Uh-huh.
the Civil War, North
Yes.
Korea against South Korea,
Yes.
right? Russia.
Kerap
US.
terjadi di perfilman Korea.
Always,
Gitu,
right?
ya, always.
Tapi sedihnya adalah
Yeah.
it doesn't talk about the war, it talks about the family yang lagi mau kabur dari North Korea. Jadi ada satu kapal besar yang akhirnya stop di North Korea untuk jemput semua orang North Korea yang mau pindah ke South Korea kan. Oh, boleh nih gitu. Jadi pas lagi dijemput ada satu keluarga yang anaknya ada 3. It's okay I spill a little bit, right? Because
Yeah,
this is
go
really
ahead.
nice.
Yeah.
Jadi satu keluarga ini 3 anak semuanya lari-lari untuk naik kapal yang gede banget, and they had to climb kayak yang tali gitu loh, naik. Terus abis itu karena ada 2 anak kecil yang masih kecil banget dan 1 anak cowok yang agak gede, jadi bapaknya gendong anaknya yang 1. Terus 1 lagi anak cowoknya gendong juga anak adiknya yang kecil gitu. Pas naik, tiba-tiba anak kecil yang digendong sama anak cowoknya ditarik sama orang karena rebutan. Ada ribuan orang kayak mau naik kapal kan, jatuh ke laut gitu kan. Wah, kaget. Kata bapaknya, oke, you stay here, I will go back down and then I will find anaknya lagi.
Anaknya
yang jatuh
yang
itu
terjun itu ke laut.
Ya, yang terjun ke laut.
my
Gue cari ya.
God.
Lu naik aja udah sama mama sama segala sama adek, naik dulu gitu. Akhirnya pas dia turun lagi, kapalnya jalan.
Ya, jadi gimana?
Ketinggalan bapak sama anaknya. Tapi statement terakhir bapaknya ke anak dan istrinya adalah ketemu di toko bibi ya. Pokoknya jangan kemana-mana, stay there for as long as you can and I will go there. Ya kan akhirnya mereka ke South Korea, mereka akhirnya ketemu sama bibinya. Gitu. Habis ketemu sama bibinya, nah gue spoiler dikit ya. Is it okay if I spoiler?
Yeah, that's okay. That's
like
okay,
the end?
that's okay. Yeah.
Ya udah akhirnya sampai tua, bapaknya nggak pernah datang. Tapi toko itu sebangkrut-bangkrutnya nggak pernah dijual. Kayak nggak pernah bisa bayar sewa. Tunggu. Dia nggak punya properti, tapi kalau nggak salah disewa, jadi nggak pernah bayar sewa. Pokoknya semua duit yang buat dia tuh udah buat bayar sewa. Sampai dia kakek sampai 70-80 tahun, sampai dia mati bapaknya nggak pernah datang. So aduh sedih banget gitu, karena dia tahu janji bapaknya akan balik lagi.
Hachiko tapi versi manusia.
Ditungguin bapaknya. Tapi adegan terakhir bagus, ada kupu-kupu datang untuk symbolize like pas dia datang ada kupu-kupu datang, tapi pas dia meninggal ada kupu-kupu datang, so like his dad was there. He came on the first day and he came on the last day.
Yeah, in Asian mythology, butterflies are supposed to represent the afterlife.
Yeah.
Yeah, jadi ya simbolismenya mungkin dari situ.
Iya, bagus
Cuman the one thing I can understand from that is that people tend to have hope. I
Yeah.
mean, I guess in a way it is a sad movie, but it's still very wholesome. It's got a very empowering message about hope, right?
Yeah.
And let's move on regarding your
But I feel like
penchants.
life is a mystery.
Life is a mystery.
Because you don't know what's gonna happen. Like if you know what's gonna happen tomorrow, you don't have any hope and you don't want to live for tomorrow.
That's exactly what Forrest Gump said. Life is a box of chocolate.
There was also a butterfly in the first scene.
Yeah.
Paper plane or something.
Paper bag kalau nggak salah. Yeah, paper bag.
Paper bag, yeah.
Life is a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Exactly.
I can't do the Louisiana.
And I watched the Indian
Oh my God.
version of it. It was also really nice.
Really? You watched the Indian dub of Forrest Gump?
Not dub.
What?
They made an Indian version franchise of it.
Oh, Forrest Gump?
Yeah.
I gotta check that one
On
out.
Netflix. It's really good as well.
What's the name?
It was, tau gak sih makanan India yang bulat gitu, yang suka ditaruh kuah, yang suka di street food? That's the name of the movie.
Dosa.
No, not dosa, yang bulat. Yang kayak
bulat,
takoyaki tapi setengah, terus dalamnya ada kayak kuah-kuah gitu.
I don't know. We gotta
find it.
we gotta check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yang
So
main sih itu, yang main PK.
yang main apa?
Yang main PK juga. The guy who played PK.
What's PK?
The Indian movie.
The Indian movie. Which
You
one?
haven't been watching Indian movies,
I
my
haven't
man.
watched Indian movie. I am so
Amir Khan
behind
ya?
the trend.
Tahu nggak Amir Khan ya? Yang main film PK. Kayaknya Amir Khan deh, ya.
I'm really blind
Okay.
about Indian cinema, but
Okay.
I feel like your knowledge regarding like foreign cinema is superb.
No, not
I
really,
can't,
man.
I don't know like Indian cinema, and like you're like naming people I can recognize here.
Okay, because
Yeah, I
I like
should
boring
expand my-
movies actually.
You like what?
I like boring movies and movies that just like talk. Kalau film yang kebanyakan action, I usually fall asleep.
Why?
Cause like I watch Avengers and I fell asleep. I don't know, cause like it's just like I can expect something's
Okay.
gonna happen. Like
Okay,
he's
okay.
gonna win. he's gonna probably shoot him, he's gonna probably punch him, he's gonna run over him, and he's gonna win.
I see,
But
I see, I
talking
see,
like
I see, I see,
I'm
I
like
see.
in the conversation, like, what are you gonna say now? Oh, he just said that. What are you gonna do now?
So you like mystery movies?
I do sometimes, yeah.
Do you read novels?
I usually novels. I like self-improvement books.
Self-improvement books?
Yeah.
Like what sort of books?
If you're talking about novel that also self-improves, probably Tuesdays Like Maury.
I've never heard of it. What is it about?
Oh, you have to watch it. So it's about a sport journalist yang pernah punya satu dosen. Satu dosen ini akhirnya pas dia kuliah, he was like one of his favorite student gitu kan. And then at the end of like the school year graduation, the guy, which is the writer tuh namanya Mitch Albom, he says to Maury, I'm gonna keep in touch with you because you're my favorite dosen gitu kan. You're my favorite professor gitu. Years go by, 20 years, 30 years, they never got in touch. And then Mitch Albom became a very famous sport journalist kan. And then one day when he was in his hotel room after like reporting for like a sport game, I forgot what it is, dia ngeliat di TV, tiba-tiba ada orang yang kena Lou Gehrig's disease, the baseball player. Lou Gehrig, I think it's Lou Gehrig or something, right? Jadi yang pokoknya where your nerve just stop working from the bottom of your feet up to your body. Gitu. Gara-gara pemain baseball ini pernah lagi di mobil, tiba-tiba lagi nyetir mobil, tiba-tiba kakinya hilang rasa dan nggak bisa gerak, akhirnya nabrak gitu.
Kurang zikir nih orang.
And he was
Please go on,
zikir ya.
Yeah.
Terus abis itu it became famous, right? And then when he was watching the TV, that's my professor. Gitu kan di TV kan. Oh dia kena Lou Gehrig disease. And then why was he on TV? Gara-gara ada orang lagi nge-report dia, this guy has only a few years to live because he has Lou Gehrig disease. So let's interview him and talk about his life in his last years of life.
I see.
That's my professor. Oh my God. Gitu. Akhirnya he decided like, okay, I'm gonna fly back to like that city in the US just to meet him and say hi to him. Gitu kan. Akhirnya pas dia balik ke rumah itu, they rekindled the relationship kan. And then he promised him, pas ketemu kayak, oh my God, this feels like 30 years back. Like we masuk kayak relationshipnya, like it felt like it never had like that pause, right? Terus pas ketemu, he was like giving him so much wisdom. Why is he so happy? Why aren't you sad? Gitu kan. Terus abis itu, okay, I'm gonna decide, I'm gonna write a book for you, and I'm gonna go fly here every Tuesday just to interview you. Gitu. Jadi why are you so happy? Why are you still so hopeful for life? You know, talking about hopeful gitu. Jadi what he does is that what does Maury do? He's very very wise. Jadi dia selalu kayak pernah ada satu momen yang menurut gue very very unique is that he kind of organized his own wake.
His own wake.
Iya, jadi kayak biasanya kalau orang mati baru orang bikin speech kan. Kayak wah ini si Maury ini dulu pas masih hidup baik banget sama saya gitu. Tapi dia lucunya sebelum gue mati, ayo gue kumpulin semua teman-teman dan keluarga gue, say something about me. And then he was so happy. And then it made it like his final days very casual. Right? So he's so hopeful gitu. Jadi dia senang banget ngelakuin itu. And then like at that time he was like talking so much to Mitch Albom, talking about all his life. Terus katanya, and then Mitch Albom didn't really get like a lot of opportunities to say so much. Terus he was like saying, what happens if you die then gitu kan? Well, when I die, you come to me and I will listen. It's my time to listen to you.
Okay.
Gitu. So, but now I'm gonna be talking to you about all my life. So, that's also so beautiful. Gitu. Well, you should read it. And there's also an FTV, like an American FTV for it.
An American FTV.
Yeah, like film television.
Oh yeah, I know. But so much passion for dramatic, movies that are very I wouldn't say mellow.
Yeah.
But it's still got that very melancholic feeling, but still very upbeat.
Yeah.
What do you feel about like, mystery novels that are like murder mystery, like Agatha Christie?
Oh, I don't really read that, but my dad really likes Enid Blyton. 5 Sekawan tau gak?
5 Sekawan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enid Blyton kan?
I think
the
so.
Writer, yeah.
Yeah.
He loves that a lot. He loves Tantan.
He likes what?
Tantan.
Tauntaun.
Tintin.
Oh, Tintin.
That's how you say it in Belgium. You're a Belgian.
Oh my God. Yeah. You're right. Tauntaun. Yeah.
Not
Tauntaun.
snowy.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like Tintin is a very underrated comic. I mean, back then, I guess it was overrated.
Yeah.
But I feel a lot of people would understand exactly like the whole climate of the social life back in the days. Like this, people used to have a tremendous feeling of adventure.
Yeah.
Back when the Adventures of Tintin was still around. Tintin, kind of like the that's the French and Belgian pronunciation of it, apparently.
And I just also realized that they call the dog differently. Because like in Belgium, they call it milu.
Really?
But like in the other side of the world, they call it snowy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because there's a translation convention.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The thing is, back in the days, because people have yet to grasp the full scope of globalization, sometimes you need to translate a few things to people's culture,
Okay.
right? You need to. This is why, like Pokemon, in Japan, Ash, like in America, Ash is named Ash, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I forgot what his name is in Japan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good point.
And in Yu-Gi-Oh, it's also the same.
Yugi, right?
Yeah, Yugi Muto or whatever his name is in
Yeah.
Japan, and Yugi something else in America.
Okay.
And even the place that they live in was called Domino City. So
Okay.
there's a lot of localization efforts made so that people would understand and have a more like the experience of watching them is more relatable to Western audiences.
Good
Take for
point.
example Sailor Moon back
Yeah.
in the 90s. Usagi Tsukino was literally named Serena in America.
Right.
Did you know that?
No. I did not know.
She was named Serena in America.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I guess like that's why they named the dog differently overseas. Like it's named Snowy, but like in Belgium and France it's called Milou.
Yeah.
There's a whole translation convention going on right there.
Okay.
Right.
Got it.
So next to the next question, right?
All right.
I'm gonna bring this back to the beginning. We talked about Ghibli, right?
Yeah.
So what's your favorite Ghibli movie besides The Wind Rises? For me, it's
For you?
Porco
What is it?
Rosso.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. Why? What about it?
I mean, look at me. I'm a political guy. And it's literally about a pig fighting fascists. I still remember what he said. And it's often quoted in the internet, right?
Yeah.
It's better to be a pig than a fascist.
Oh shoot.
Oh.
Damn.
And I still remember one of my...
Because it's the same thing, no?
That's pretty much, I guess. I guess much more worse. Like once you're a fascist, it's the lowest common denominator.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at least being a pig is much more better. People love you.
Okay.
They eat you though. But anyways, it's got Porco Rosso has a lot of anti-war messages, and like the character Porco, the character, he's supposed to be in a more adult in a more adult story. So he's like this jaded John Wick type of veteran, right?
Okay.
And then he has to contend with a younger, more youthful, more naive girl that follows him in his adventures. And also Porco's relationship with, what's her name? The tall girl?
I forgot.
I forgot, but she's a singer, right? Shit, I forgot the name of the girl.
Okay.
But one thing that this actually got me into Porco Rosso. So one of my friends, I don't know if she probably liked me back in the days, but she once told me when I told her a joke, she said, "Men like you are so foolish or so stupid," but she said it in an endearing way. And then she sent like a caption of it, right? The screenshot of it from Porco Rosso.
Oh.
Yeah, and I was like, "What is this?" And she said, "This is Porco Rosso." And so I got into Porco Rosso
Because of that.
because of that meme. And I watched the fuck out of Porco Rosso. I'm like, I'm literally a pig now. I'm awesome, man.
So you have a manifestation of Ghibli, and I also have a manifestation of Ghibli.
Yeah, I feel like I'm a Porco Rosso guy. But like, for you, it's more because you admire Jiro's, what's his name? You admire Jiro's perseverance, his idealism,
Yes.
his family values,
Yes, correct.
his romanticism,
Yeah.
and also the fact that he has a high level of curiosity and innovation, right?
Yes.
For me, I feel like Porco Rosso, I'm jaded.
Oh damn!
I'm cynical, kind of alcoholic. Yeah, probably. But
What kind of alcohol do you like to drink?
wow.
Interesting.
Okay, I've never gotten this question before.
Yeah.
And I hope my family doesn't watch this.
That's fine. You're an adult.
I'm an adult. Well, I'm pretty basic. I love whiskey. And whiskey is also my nickname in Discord.
I know. Tango whiskey.
Yeah, Whiskey
Or whiskey
Tango.
tango. Oh yeah, whiskey
Yeah, Whiskey
tango.
Tango. It actually means white trash in America.
Really?
Yeah. But I feel like whiskey tango is such a it's such a earworm.
It's got a ring to it, yeah. Whiskey tango.
Yeah, whiskey tango.
Yeah.
Oh, it's whiskey tango right
Yeah.
there. So yeah, I love that.
Oh, nice.
I love whiskey. How about you?
I don't do well with colored liquors. I do not like whiskey. I do not like tequila because they're kind of yellowish. I don't like Baileys, whatever it is, right? Like even Jagermeister. I don't like them. I only like clear.
Clear.
Yeah.
So you like Everclear.
Yes.
That literally burns through your stomach.
What is Everclear? I've never had.
So Everclear is like
I know Motai. I had Motai.
I think it's like 60% more alcohol.
What?
You use it to fortify.
Oh shoot.
So like when you make like a cocktail or something, like if you
burn it and shit.
if you think vodka is a bit too tame for you, you use Everclear.
Okay.
Everclear is like literally gasoline. Like if you I bet if you put it inside a car, it's gonna make it go faster than Pertamax Turbo.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
So you like clear.
I like clear, but also I understand because I had Motai for the first time 2 weeks ago. Because I watched a documentary about Motai. Right? It was like the biggest, like the most respected drink. Like everyone drinks Motai, and they even had like a big statue of it, right, in China somewhere there,
Yeah.
near the factory. So I had to try it for the first time. It was so expensive too for a shot. So when I had it, like I was like, let's try this with my fiance di restaurant Chinese.
Yeah.
Chinese di London, the Four Seasons.
Oh wow, Four Seasons.
You know Four Seasons, right?
Yeah, I know.
I was trying it. Like, oh my god, it's burning all over my mouth. It's crazy. You know? And she was like saying, yeah, it has the same alcohol as absinthe. I'm like, what?
Absinthe.
How do people enjoy that, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, hell no, I'm gonna try Motai ever in my life. I hate that. But my favorite, it has to be like sake. I love gin.
You love gin,
I love
sake,
soju, everything clear. And
everything
just
cure.
Fun, yeah. Fun drinks.
I see.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you like wine?
Do I like? I absolutely despise wine.
Why?
Because I feel like this is gonna open a chapter in my life. So back in Australia, my mom was an absolute alcoholic. She was a raging alcoholic. At like 3 p.m., she's already sipping on wine.
Okay.
3 p.m. all the way to like 9 p.m. She's always sipping on wine.
Just alone.
What?
Just alone.
Sometimes with my stepdad as well.
Okay.
And they always have either white wine or Cabernet Sauvignon or whatever it's called, right?
Okay, that's white wine, yeah.
Red wine, the bitter one, right? And my mom and my stepdad once told me like, hey, do you want to try this out?
That's the first time you drink wine?
Yeah.
Ever? Okay.
The first time I drank wine and beer was back when I lived in Australia when I was underage. And it was because my parents gave it to me.
Okay.
I mean, don't say, okay, stop judging, guys. It's the thing about parents back then is that they know their kids are going to start drinking anyways.
Yeah.
So better just give them a sip.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a sip, just to let them know what it tastes like and what's in for them, in stores for them later on, right?
Correct.
I drank it. I was like, this tastes absolutely shit. I'm not gonna drink this for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And then my stepdad likes to drink Heineken, right?
Okay.
And once gave me like
I love Heineken.
one sip of Heineken. I never touched Heineken ever since in my life.
Why?
Because I hate the taste. Like
You don't like beer?
I don't like beer at all.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beer is just so wow to me, man. Like beer is just so like what? How do people enjoy this? My friend.
How do people enjoy whiskey when it burns your neck and your throat?
Because it makes one look like a true man.
Wow. Okay.
I like to fashion myself as a old-fashioned American man. That's why I drink whiskey.
I was just watching Red Dead Redemption videos. And they sound like him.
Yeah, man. I used to be when back in university. I used to try and impress the girls by ordering Jack on the Rocks one. I would drink it like this.
What is that? What is that?
It means like, okay, it looks like I'm drinking normally, but then I throw away my face, my gaze away, so like I can cringe, like I can, like that. Yeah, I can never understand why people enjoy alcohol, but I guess it's because of the buzz, right?
Yeah.
And
It's always about the buzz.
and one thing for certain is that networking events and basically like networking and socializing parties feels so much better if alcohol is on the table.
Exactly.
Yeah, because it makes in vino veritas,
Yeah.
right? People get to know each other
Yeah.
in a more when
Casual.
we're like not drunk, we have inhibitions, right?
Yeah.
But when we're a bit tipsy, some of those inhibitions are like outside.
Yeah, correct.
So that's what usually happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. So wow, we're talking about alcohol.
I totally agree. Usually, like when I go to events or like any like kind of like hangouts and stuff, like
Yeah.
I don't feel too comfortable. I don't have like my +1 with me.
Uh-huh.
I will always like take a shot or like drink something a bit, just so when I get there, like I can just like put on a mask and just be fun, right? It's all that's life.
Yeah,
you have
that's
to
life.
take up a role.
Yeah.
That's life.
That's what all the people say.
Yeah, but I actually really enjoy myself doing that because then I make more friends and I'm usually really grateful about it.
Oh, of course.
But it's a bad thing. Like when I get home, like why did I have to drink? Like I think I can also be fun without it, But like what you said, it really helps. So why not?
Yeah, I guess we gotta practice in front of the mirror more.
Well, it's not the same thing. It's no different. It's
Yeah.
hard.
I got a question for you, and this is gonna be that was the appetizing questions. That was the appetizing
shoot.
conversations, right?
Damn. How many course are we having today?
I feel like we're gonna have like main course. I feel like we're gonna jump straight to the main course. You ready for this?
All right.
So we're gonna get a bit political if you don't mind.
Okay.
I know you're an artist and a model, and it's rare for you to talk about politics.
Yeah,
in
I'm
a
not too political.
public setting, yes,
Yeah.
but we're not talking about who's who in politics, but we're
Yeah.
talking about what's what.
Yeah.
I want to know about your outlook, right?
Yeah.
Because this relates to your experience as well. You're gonna get married,
Yeah.
and I feel like marriage is becoming an issue
Yeah.
in today's society, not just in Indonesia,
Yeah.
in all the societies.
Correct.
So, Suswono, you know him, the calon wakil gubernur. He recently made a boomer-coded joke.
What do you say?
Kenapa sih boomer tuh selalu ngomongin janda gitu? Gue selalu bingung. But anyways, he said, anak-anak muda,
Wait,
anak-anak
is he
cowok
still
muda.
married?
He is married.
With kids?
Yes, he
Still,
is.
okay.
Yeah. Tapi ya biasa boomer itu emang suka jokes-jokes janda.
Yeah,
Katanya Budi Aristiadi loh. Okay, maybe too political.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm not gonna bring you there. Okay, there's some brands that you need to protect, and I'll help. Yeah. So, jadi he said something about anak muda Indonesia, Jakarta itu mending nikah aja sama janda-janda tua. Gitu.
What do you think about it?
I think, gak ada salahnya sih.
Sama sih.
Menurut gue gak ada salahnya sih.
Ya.
Cuman maksudnya tuh yang itu membuka suatu masalah baru. Ngerti gak sih? Kayak it's a gateway to a whole new problem. I'm not talking about problems in the future, but rather it reveals a symptom of the problems that we have today. Bahwa kenapa specifically janda cewek wanita janda kaya itu harus nikah sama anak-anak muda gitu.
Okay.
Apakah karena anak-anak muda secara ekonomi tidak berkecukupan, which relates to Gen Z jadi susah,
Ya.
dapat rumah dan lain-lain kan?
Ya.
Nah itu membuka masalah itu semua yang gue pengen tahu pandangan lu seperti apa. So maybe paling pertama ya, dari statement itu membuka masalah apa buat lo?
In hindsight, for me, a relationship, it really depends on what you really want. What's your objective on a relationship kan? There are some people yang memang motivasinya financial freedom or financial security ya kan, biar gue secure gitu, so I can like follow my dreams or like I don't have to work for all my life. And it doesn't really matter kayak lu juga. It doesn't really matter if you're a guy or a girl. A guy can be looking for a a janda. So like I can be doing something else in my life.
Yeah.
And then the janda is not looking for security because I'm already rich. I'm a womanpreneur. I just need a guy who stays home all day and just takes care of me, right?
Yeah.
And it also can be vice versa. Like for girls, like I don't want to work. I just want to, post my bags, go on a holiday with my
Thirst trap
and stuff, right? Eat like omakase every day. With my husband who doesn't look for a woman who is also a woman career, who can just stay home and take care of the kids.
Yeah.
So it really depends on the objective of the relationship. So it, for that point, I think that's like my standpoint.
Your standpoint.
Yeah. it doesn't really matter for me.
I see. I
Yeah.
see. I think the thing is like a lot of people these days they find less and less reasons to marry.
Yeah.
The first reason obviously is economy.
Yeah, it's
Right.
hard now.
Susah apa kita aja susah buat ngurusin hidupin diri sendiri.
Yeah.
Gimana kita bisa menghidupi orang lain?
Yeah.
And people in Indonesia, their mindset regarding dating, courting, and marriage is still very traditional.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not, the
Yeah.
truth is cowok itu pasti bakal keluar lebih banyak daripada cewek di Indonesia.
Yeah.
Gitu.
Keluar maksudnya keluar berpergian.
Bukan
Keluar
maksudnya tuh
pengeluaran.
lebih pengeluaran. Like they have
Oh.
to sacrifice more.
Yeah.
Expenses, cost, time,
Yeah.
investment dan lain-lain
Yeah.
kepada cewek daripada cewek kepada cowok kan.
Yeah.
That's like something that we cannot deny in Indonesia that
Yeah.
still happens up until today.
Yeah.
When some women say, "I am an independent woman." Okay, I trust you to be independent, but what happens when you marry some guy? So we gotta look, right? And the thing about that is, because so much people are holding off marriage because of economy, it's gonna create a whole new problems. Like, how do you feel about that?
Because like back during post World War II, right? There were the American dream. Like it was so easy for people just to get married, have children, and then like buy a house. It was so easy because like economy is booming. So you have like a lot of companies like creating, you know, a lot of like cool household products,
Yes.
right? Cars and stuff like that, right? So I feel like because back then when you have children, they can be kind of like a slave to you. they can be like a resource. Like
Yeah,
our
yeah.
parents dulu kan punya anak sampai 5-7. Why? So that they can help the business. They can help take care of us, right?
Kayaknya mereka terlalu sibuk aja sih menurut
Terlalu sibuk. Tapi kan daripada bayar pegawai, mending anak yang bantuin kan.
Yeah, yeah.
So I have like my father and all his siblings just helping the restaurant back then. You know?
Oh, yeah,
Yang
yeah.
satu jadi kasir, yang satu jadi, you know. So there was like incentive to have more children. Tapi kan kalau sekarang you don't really think about that,
Yes.
right? But I also feel like kalau ini lebih ngomong halu ya. Tapi halu again hope. Lebih kayak harapan gitu. Because people like ask me, why are you getting married? You know, are you ready? Because like my fiance will always say like, all the guys are saying they're not ready. They want to be successful dulu. Mereka mau bangun bisnis dulu atau nggak at least dapat 100 juta dulu deh. Atau nggak 1 M atau punya rumah gitu. But I also really believe in the power of joint luck, you know?
Join luck.
Yes.
Very optimistic.
Yes, I have to play cool.
But we have to
Yeah.
be upbeat.
Upbeat, that's
Yeah.
exactly. I have to sync up with my partner that if we join up together, we can, you know, make a bigger impact gitu. Jadi I feel like I am not what I really want to be, but I think with you I can achieve those things. And then I'm very lucky to have a fiance yang bilang like I don't really care who you are now or back then, but I care about how you're gonna achieve your goals. So it doesn't really matter like how much money I make today, but as long as you have that fighter spirit inside you, and I see that in you. So she believes and she's very hopeful for the future that I can achieve all the things that I want to with her gitu. So I feel like I know this is very halu, like belum tentu juga tercapai kan semua yang gue mau kan, tapi dia itu
Insya
percaya
Allah.
kalau gue itu I have a fighter spirit gitu. So she can be making more money today, but obviously I can give that security, that safety net for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. What do you think?
I think honestly, I think people need to gimana ya? It also depends on what you're doing in life as well.
Yeah.
Like say if you can't really take care of yourself and then you want to have a family and then you want to have kids, the consequences is going to be dire in the future.
Yeah.
Let's be realistic here.
Yeah.
Gitu. I mean, I'm not stopping people from being upbeat and optimistic. Tapi when you want to be upbeat and optimistic, but you're not in a position where you can provide security,
Yeah.
stability for people, be prepared for the consequences that comes in the future.
Correct.
I mean, that's pretty normal, right?
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of Indonesians these days, especially the ones that are struggling financially, they don't really think ahead that far.
Yeah.
They think this is exactly what we have to do. This is exactly what we have to do. But this is what we need to understand. The trend is changing. The rules of the games are being rewritten as we speak. The prime age for marriage physically is obviously 23 all the way to 26, right? But the world seems to want us to marry at the age of 30.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like in a way that's natural selection at work. You want to
Okay.
know why?
Why?
Okay. So tune into this, guys. This happens as a natural, you can take this as natural selection.
Okay.
The world is currently experiencing overpopulation and we're experiencing high levels of inflation. It's hard for people to find a job. Even in America, the American dream, the land of second opportunity and all of that, people are increasingly, they're having a tough time looking for a job. And governments all over the world are trying to build more jobs, but it's just so hard because there's also a recession going on. Yeah, so it's so hard. And the way we go about it is that it turns everything into a game of survival. I know this is a very bleak way of viewpoint. I don't really endorse a bleak way of viewpoint of life, but I'm trying to read the situation as it is right now. The truth is, by having people marry older, it's gonna eliminate a lot of population in the world.
Which is a good thing.
Which
combat overpopulation. No.
Which in terms of statistics, it is good. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry to say, but in terms of statistics, it's good. But in terms of how we subjectify each people in our lives as people that has stories, it's obviously not good, right? Mm-hmm. But that one number of somebody who doesn't make it all the way up to 30 and 32 and they die a virgin. Well, sorry about that. But yeah, it takes out a whole entire bloodline of people. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So basically, it's like nature healing. By having our economy being so fucked up, it's in a way nature is healing overpopulation. Sadly, it's healing the wrong country. I'm not talking about Indonesia. I'm talking about Japan.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. Japan is experiencing a severe depopulation. Mm-hmm. And a society filled with young people who doesn't want to work labor because they think they're so fucking smart.
Yeah.
They don't want to work labor.
Yeah.
So what you get is an economy that is stagnating.
Yeah.
And you guys are forcing your hand to open your borders and allow immigrants to come in.
Yeah.
Right? When you guys can do the job.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm starting to talk like Trump right now. But anyways, as I'm saying, it's healing the wrong country. It should happen in countries like India, Indonesia, America. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm also reading like statistics like, childbirths annually, right? Even like China is quite controlled.
It's quite controlled in China.
Quite controlled. Like I think you have like 8 to 9 mil a year.
Uh-huh.
But in Indo, like we don't even have half the population of China, right? China's like a bill or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're like 250.
Yeah, they're two.
I think a bill like India.
Yeah, I think
they're very edging.
India is over than China at this point.
Yeah, correct. They're like edging.
Yeah, pretty
babies.
much. Yeah. It's a competition for them.
It's a competition.
You know what's so funny? Back in 2012.
Oh damn.
Sorry, back in 2009. There's a
2009.
2009. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a movie called 2012, right?
Yeah, I watched that.
Yeah.
In high school.
Remember, in all the ships, most of the people are Indian and Chinese.
I forgot that detail. Yeah, I have to watch it again.
Yeah, you have to. But please go on. What did you want to say?
No, because I was just saying, like, we only have a quarter population of China, but the childbirths annually, we're only like half of it. So, like, we're essentially we're like making more babies than China are.
Yeah.
China is like making 9 million babies, and we're like making 4 to 5 million babies a year. So we don't really have a problem with like childbirths. Every year. So we have an excessive of human resources.
We have an excessive amount of resources, and at the same time, the question is, does the economy support these childbirth? Because obviously, the economy works on scale, right? The scale is, I feel like it's a bit too big now.
Yeah.
What do you think?
But because like I'm really deep into crypto, right?
Yes.
So I really understand because there are like a lot of jobs that are taken over by AI, but those are a lot of like labor works, right? Misalkan self-driving cars, we don't have to have like taxi drivers. You don't have truck drivers who are like all this hillbilly driving, drinking Jack D on the rocks like you. Yeah. Right? We don't need you. Go back to your house, and so we just have like these kids creating AI, So you have like these Gen Zs who are actually flourishing, and because like I'm in the crypto industry, I don't see a lot of people my age making money. because like people my age, we don't really have the time to be on the computer all day trading. But because like I'm in a community, I have a crypto community called A79, and all these kids are like 17, 18, 19, making $1,000 every day. And sometimes they can even make like 100K a day. A day just by trading. And essentially you don't really have to have a technical analysis skill. You just have to have the guts. You just have to like, I'm gonna put 5 million rupiah. And then like, if it 10x, I get 50 million. But and then on the next bet, I'm gonna put 50 million. It goes to zero, no problem. You know? But people like us, it's so hard to grasp it. Like, what the hell is going on? Like NFTs, you know, like crypto, meme coins. These guys are like all meme coin traders. They're making thousands of bucks every day. And there's no loyalty. There's like no specific meme coin to invest. Every day, people are just creating meme coins and just a circulation of like money flowing everywhere, in and out. And it's just so crazy but they are all not docs, by the way. Jadi semua orang-orang di crypto itu biasa di Twitter. They're not docs because they make so much money, but they don't want to show themselves. Hey, you know, I'm this rich, I'm that rich. There are a lot of Indonesians who are so damn rich. I know this guy who's still 18, anak dari Indo yang lagi kuliah di China, and I ask him like, what is your net worth? He's like 18.
Yeah.
Terus dia bilang, oh, I bought this coin dog with hat. I don't know if you're aware of that meme coin.
I've heard of meme coins.
So he bought it like early this year. He has 1 million token, and 1 million token, one token is $2.5. So how much is that? $2.5 million. Holy shoot. Like just buying, like maybe months before, maybe it was like 50 mil.
Yes.
Just hold it. Like I don't have any responsibilities in my life, you know? And now I'm a billionaire, you know?
Oh, damn.
And if you're like a dev, or like even a Discord, if you can be a moderator for like a community, like a coin project or something, you can get like gajinya gede-gede.
Oh, damn.
Because like money is circulating over there, right?
Yeah,
Lu bisa dapat kayak $1,000-2,000 deh gua kasih. But can you help mod the chat? Just like that.
I see.
Because they're making so much money. It's crazy.
So that's how they mod Discord servers these days. They made up using coins.
Yeah.
This
banyak kan yang pakai crypto kan di Discord.
This lesson would be so much better if our education teaches kids about finance, which they don't.
They don't.
Yeah. Honestly, if crypto and trading is being taught in schools, do you think it's going to change Indonesia?
I feel like so, yeah. What I really like about was the impact of COVID to investing. It made everyone want to invest because they were home. How am I gonna make money?
Yes, you're right.
Ya kan? Gimana nih akhirnya there is like an outburst of like a lot of apps, you know, Pintu Ajaib coming out 2020 because people don't know how to make money, so they learn how to invest. They put 500,000, 1 juta. Sekarang aja banyak banget aplikasi-aplikasi you don't have to have like a minimum of money. Dulu kan you have to like a minimum spending of 500,000 to invest. Like you can now invest with 50,000 rupiah. So it gamifies investment. And the emerging of like crypto, NFTs, it makes making money and investing very fun. Jadi kalau di crypto itu sometimes like you can buy a picture, an NFT, you know, and then you buy it and then hope like it gets like a really a lot of people talking about it. You know, Justin Bieber has the Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT. Price goes up, and then you know because you have the NFT, you can sell it for a big profit gain. And then there's also play to earn in crypto where you play games. And the assets in your games, they can actually be real value. They can be bisa dijual. Jadi kayak lo main game tuh bisa dijual-jualin juga gitu. Tapi it's very limited. Jadi kalau di game-game di Web3 itu, like if you have this sword, there's only 1,000 sword period. So you can actually like measure the quantity of that because it's on blockchain. Tapi kalau if you're playing like Web2 games, like they want you to buy like crazy money, right? Yang penting game producer yang kaya kan. They don't like kind of like make you richer gitu. But yeah, I've been investing since like 2020. I've been holding like my crypto, and I hope it keeps going up. But the thing why I really believe about crypto is remittance.
Remittance.
Yes, when you want to send money to like different countries, you have remittance fee, right? Sending money abroad, and they usually charge you 1% or something. 1% or 5% really depends on the bank. Tapi kalau with crypto, you can send money in seconds with a flat fee. It's usually like lu mau kirim $1,000, $10,000, $100,000, $1 million, it will only cost you $1.
Oh, what the hell?
So that really helps. And plus Bitcoin is scarce.
Scarce?
Yes, it only has 21 million Bitcoin that's ever gonna be created all your life. And how do you check it? Well, it's on the blockchain. So it's an open source code where like everyone can just see, there's only gonna be 21 million Bitcoin all our life. So if you can get a Bitcoin today, and 10, 20 years down the line, the price will keep going up because people like anak-anak muda, they will want to invest in crypto, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Kayak kan mereka udah nggak mau invest di saham.
Yeah,
Or
because
reksadana, they don't understand that shit.
saham and reksadana requires a lot of understanding regarding banking and
Yeah.
sometimes a country's finance as well.
Exactly.
Well,
Exactly.
crypto, I feel like is something that you can understand with simple game mechanics.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I wish that take note if anybody who works in education or works in the Ministry of Education or is the Minister of Education himself watching this, take note. You should start applicating the education of crypto and trading in young minds in Indonesia. I feel like it's something that we need to require, right?
Yeah.
Because we live in a capitalist society. No, let's not shit ourselves here, right?
Yeah.
Let's not bullshit here. We live inside a capitalist society, and obviously we need to know how to make money.
Exactly.
And we need to create capitalists.
Yeah.
We can't create workers all the time. We're not a proletariat country anymore.
Yeah. And the thing with crypto, because
Yeah.
like there's no borders, we can actually steal money from abroad. If you have like good traders, take their money, bring it here.
Yeah. It's a very proposition. Yeah.
Get their investment here.
Yeah. This is how we win against China, guys. Anyways, let's reel back the conversation to marriage, right?
Okay.
We were
Do you
talking.
believe in marriage?
Me?
Yeah.
I personally believe in marriage. I'm
yeah.
still a very upbeat person and believe in marriage, even
Okay.
though I'm jaded. I'm cynical, but I still believe in the institution of marriage because marriage is an alliance of two families.
Okay.
Wouldn't you agree so?
Yeah, of course.
But apparently the mainland Chinese people, they don't agree. So they think a guy needs to be above the girl to marry.
yeah, always.
If the guy is below the girl, and
It just doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't seen any places where it's like that. Maybe in America it's like that too. But marriage is basically an alliance to secure your future. You gain access to a family's network, to a family's resources,
Yeah.
and vice versa.
Yeah.
And your wife is always there supporting you, and she's gonna bear your kids.
Yeah.
And then you, as a woman, you're gonna bear his kids, so you probably want to be child free.
Yeah.
And then you share some of that wealth too. His wealth is my wealth.
Yeah.
Communism.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So in a way, marriage is.
You're unpredictable. Like I don't know where you're going.
Yeah. Sometimes I don't even know where I'm going as well. But that's the joy in life.
Yeah.
So
I believe you. I agree with you.
yeah, marriage is exactly an alliance, and I feel like people need. I might have a very conservative mindset these days, but I feel like marriage is even more required to protect the institution of family because the institution of family is being eroded these days. Karena orang susah beli rumah, mereka menunda pernikahan. Karena mereka menunda pernikahan, jadi dikit keluarga yang terbuat, iya nggak? Iya nggak?
Yeah.
That's exactly the problem Italy is having right now.
Yeah.
People, one of the prime ministers, one of the candidate prime ministers, they wanted to make Italy a family-friendly place.
Okay.
But young people in Italy can't even afford homes.
Yeah.
So how the fuck are you gonna make it?
Well, Italians still live with their family, right? They
What?
live a lot with their family.
Yeah, but the thing about that is you don't have space, right? One household with two families is a headache. Try living with your in-laws, man. Oh.
Oh boy.
Okay. Let's not go there.
But what I really like about marriage is that taking more responsibility.
Yeah.
Because when you get, like, I have a lot of people who are just newlywed, and then when they get married, they obviously now like people are relying to you. What
Yes.
do you do now, right? So like me, like now my wife is like my partner is like asking, like sekarang gue lagi persiapan nikah kan, and she's like a lot of invoices just coming to me, right? I have to pay this, I have to pay that, I have to pay this, I have to pay that, and it just like makes me like save up more. Like now like I'm more like risk averse in
Yes.
like in my life in investing. Kalau dulu I'm like put my money there, buy this, buy that, but now I'm like thinking I have to like feed her.
Yes.
I have to pay for the bills.
Yes.
So it really makes me into a better person, a bigger person, because life is not just about me now,
Yes, life is also about her.
And just like what Mitch Albom said, the best thing in life,
Are free. Okay.
No.
Okay.
The best thing in life that every person should experience is to have a child. To have a living thing depend their life on you. What do you do now? right? Tapi dia nggak bisa punya anak loh by the way Michelle album. So he adopted a baby from like South America or something called Chica. So that was like very life changing for him. Not wife changing.
Right. Okay.
Life changing for
We
him.
made that one clear.
Yeah. Jadi kayak ada satu living thing, satu human yang kayak makan tergantung lu, belajar gedenya tergantung lu. What do you do now? So it really transforms you into a bigger, a more responsible person. So I really want marriage and to have kids is because of that.
I see.
A bigger responsibility.
You're a family man, I reckon.
I hope so.
You hope so. I love that humility, man. People would say, yes, I am a family man, but then they end up screwing another screw loose.
Oh, damn. Let me ask you something.
Yes.
What happens if your partner is kind of stronger than you in every particular sense, not physically?
It has to do with security on yourself.
Okay.
So people who are insecure and have fragile egos, they obviously do not want a partner that's even more stronger than them.
Yes.
Even though there are some people who are secure in themselves, they have more confidence in themselves, they probably don't want to have a partner that's like strong, but that's like a different preference.
Yeah.
But usually the rule is, if you don't want a partner that is strong, it's usually because you're insecure.
Yeah.
And you don't feel confident in yourself, or you have like a fragile ego.
Yeah.
When inside a relationship, obviously, there's gonna be decisions that you guys will have to undertake, and you guys would need to be united in that decision.
Yeah.
Now, a partner who is strong versus a partner who's fragile, who has a fragile ego, they're gonna meet several battles in that field, right? Like, say, I want to go eat omakase, but then you're like, you can't say anything about not wanting to eat omakase. But at the same time, you want to eat something else.
Yeah.
So, yaudah lu, you mumble, you resent, lo nahan dendam dan lain-lain.
Yeah.
And it manifests as a lot of negative things. It can be porn addiction. Yeah. It can be alcoholism.
Yeah.
It could even be adultery and cheating, having affairs with other girls.
Yeah.
Like it always happens. It always happens in relationships between people. So I feel like when you want to have a relationship, especially when you want to have a relationship for marriage, you need to understand if you can handle the person first. That's the thing. Like, if you think to yourself, shit, I don't think I can handle the person, don't force it. Because why? Maybe it's true, you can't handle the person in the future, and it's going to create a lot of problems that you can avoid in the beginning.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what I want to ask you as well. Like, before marriage, what do you think needs to get settled?
What really needs to get settled is that who's the North Star in the relationship?
Oh, yeah.
Who is gonna be making the final calls? It could be someone who's stronger emotionally, stronger financially. It could be anything, but you have to like really decide with your partner who is gonna be the North Star. Because when you have a North Star, you have the final decision maker. So everything will always revolve around that. So I think, but that's very important. It could be the girl, it could be the guy. So if you're talking about janda and brondong, it doesn't matter. It could be the janda who's making decisions, but the brondong is feeling safe. I don't really have to make decisions here,
Because a much more mature mommy is making one for me.
I can just cling on this really strong, sturdy tree, right? Like a baby, right?
Yeah.
So I really think that you have to have a North Star in the relationship, and also be really blunt and be really open about who you really are. Because if not, you're just like an earthquake. You're absorbing all these things like water and all the heat and everything. And one day when you don't really want that to happen, you don't really want this, you don't really want that, but you decide just because to make her happy or to make him happy. Gempa bumi tiba-tiba cerai,
Yeah.
Jadi it's rather to have like more clarity on what you're feeling. Because like relationship, it has to be like going up and down. It's like a crypto chart.
It's like a crypto chart.
Kan?
I love
it's
how
healthy.
you connect it with finance.
Exactly.
You're such a finance bro.
Someone's gonna buy, someone's gonna sell, someone's gonna panic sell, someone's gonna accumulate, right? So there has to be a no, If everyone's just saying yes, are they actually your partner? They have to be caring about you. If I care about you, I will say, don't do that. I think this is gonna happen,
Yeah, sometimes you gotta have a partner that challenges you as well.
Exactly.
Because by challenging you, it actually makes you think from a different perspective.
Yes.
There's an alternative way of thinking from that.
Yes.
And you're like, I'm approaching it from the wrong side here. I
Yes.
should approach it from her side of things.
Yes.
And I feel like that's exactly the kind of relationship people should strive for. For me personally, the fundamentals of building a good and healthy relationship is communication,
100%.
trust, and
Yeah.
open-mindedness.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You need to communicate everything. Like you said, you need to be blunt. But
Yeah.
don't be that blunt like you stink today.
But I'm gonna object to you on
Yeah.
trust.
Yeah, go ahead.
You can't really trust your partner. You have to be like somehow doubtful.
Okay.
Because if you trust her, there is no like spark. There's no heat.
There's no
I have to like not trust you, be jealous, and I'm gonna do something about myself to allure you back to me.
Okay.
I feel that way. Yeah.
Okay.
Jadi kayak misalkan I don't feel just like you can go out with guys and you don't care, and then she becomes too comfortable with that, you know.
Okay.
And then like it can lead to things, but sometimes it can lead to things. But if I'm a bit jealous with you, oh God, I have to work out again. You know, I have to try more. I have to take her to a special dinner. So that really sparks, like ignites like more heat to the relationship. So I think like jangan 100% trust. There's got to be that magic.
So do you think like inside a relationship, it's okay to have mind games as well in order to refreshen people's, the footing?
Well, it's not mind game.
Okay. Maybe.
Not like intentionally.
Okay. Let's change it. There needs to be like a conflict or
Kind of, yeah.
kinda.
Yeah. Like I'm gonna lose her. I'm gonna do something about it. You know.
I see.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it keeps on driving the partner to continue improving for the better.
Yeah.
I can see that mindset as well.
I feel like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And lastly is I said trust, I said communication, trust, and open-mindedness, right?
Yeah.
Because sometimes, especially men,
Yeah.
we tend to be very tunnel visioning towards what we think is right.
Yeah.
And then when a woman who's sensible, who speaks a lot of smack about rationality,
Yeah.
like we don't listen to them.
Yeah.
Because they're women. We're smarter. But that's a lot of men. We got to have open-mindedness because sometimes people make sense.
Yeah.
Like you're the one not making sense
Yeah.
right here. You
Yeah.
think you're making sense and you're not, you're actually not. That's not really. That's not the definition of insanity, but it's still, it's veering to insanity.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we need that partner who sees things from a different light, who sees things from a different angle, in order to tell us that you're probably approaching it from the wrong angle, from the wrong avenue. And with open-mindedness, you could be like, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Maybe I should approach it from a different angle.
Yeah.
Maybe you can do your you can resolve your issue with no hassle.
Yeah.
That's the thing about relationships. And I feel like a lot of people these days, they lack either of the three things.
There is always gonna be right and wrong decisions, but the most fundamental part is you guys gotta unite like rock.
Of course.
Because like now I'm in the wedding prep process. There's gonna be like a lot of wants from my parents, from my
Yes.
in-laws, but it really depends on what do we want.
Yes.
Tiba-tiba like my dad can come, I have an idea for the wedding, And I'm like, yeah, hey, my dad says this. And then she's like, yeah, what do you think about it? And then let's discuss. And then like, if I'm too leaning over my family or your family, like there's no like fundamental, there's no foundation.
And
to it.
sometimes say your dad says something and then your spouse disagrees,
Yeah.
but they don't want to say they disagree. They'd be like, what do you think about it?
Yeah.
And you kind of, you're like at the crossroads, like, oh shit, I have to choose between my wife and my dad.
Yeah,
Like, what
yeah.
the fuck do I say? See, sometimes like because I'm usually involved in pre-weddings back in the days when I was younger.
What do you mean?
Well, my parents keep on marrying
Okay.
people, right?
Okay.
I have three dads and two moms.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I know exactly how things goes, right?
Uh-huh.
So, it's a bit like politics, don't you think?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's like you kind of have to balance the interest of your parents, your in-laws, your family, your sister, sometimes your best friend,
Yeah.
and then your wife.
Yeah.
It's like a game of politics.
Yeah.
Right? And then like nobody wants to be grumpy during the day of the marriage.
Of course.
So I completely understand. I completely understand.
Yeah.
You're probably tired on that regard. Are you?
Well, yeah, I'm already pretty much over like those kind of things, but the problems might arise closer to the day that I have to face. Sekarang sih like guys initially they were like so present on like the meetings, but now I'm like getting tired because like it gets really meticulous now.
Yes.
Like mau first looknya jam berapa, mau di rumah siapa? Like, oh my god, can you just take care of it? Gitu. So I'm like, just send me the invoice, I'll pay everything. Just get over it.
I see.
No, but me and Dika, kita benar-benar kayak, what do we really want dulu? And then we will consult with our parents and your parents. Gitu.
Yeah.
Do you want a small wedding? Do you want a big wedding? Okay, we want a small wedding.
My parents.
Huh?
My parents. You said your parents.
Yeah, your
right?
parents. Yeah. Do you want a small or a big wedding?
I want to. I don't know what I want.
But there is like a lot of like pengorbanan lah. Like I don't want a big wedding.
Yeah.
But she is okay with that. Tadinya she wants a big wedding.
Yeah.
You know? And then she said, but okay, it's a small wedding, but I want it to be a destination wedding. Okay. So okay, we have a small one, but I don't want to like have it in Jakarta. Jadi let's have it in a different country. So we chose Japan.
You chose Japan in Kyoto.
Yes, in Kyoto. So
you're gonna have like the Kyoto wedding with the veil.
No, we're gonna do all suit just like the mafia.
Wow, just like a yakuza. Are you gonna do it in a church?
In a temple.
In a temple.
Yes, because we're both Buddhist.
Oh, you're Buddhist.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That's something I just realized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my dad is pretty chill about religion. Mau jodohnya siapa aja, it doesn't really matter because we have like a Buddha statue, we have like Jesus Christ, we have Mother Mary, we just pray to everything. So it's a polytheist.
I see polytheist.
Yes.
Please, the gods.
Praise all the gods.
Praise all the gods.
I love all the gods.
Yeah.
They have a reason to be here. Yeah,
I see.
So I can eat every meat, right? They say,
Pretty much, man.
don't eat this, don't eat that. I can eat everything because I believe in everything.
Pretty much, you believe in everything, you can eat everything.
Exactly.
Or sometimes, like, you believe in everything, you have very little options to eat.
Vegetarian. I was vegetarian.
Kosher, you can't eat a cow, and you kind of have to eat something halal too. Yeah.
Exactly.
Anyways, I'd like to ask you a final question for our main course. Okay.
Dessert? No.
The dessert is later.
Oh, okay.
Dessert is after this question.
Okay.
Do you think the government should intervene in conditioning people to marriage?
What do you think? I want to know your thoughts.
Ugh. We'd end up like Japan if that's the case. And then we're going to have cults springing up.
Okay.
Because like there's cults in Japan and Korea like forcing people to marry.
Yeah, they incentivize people.
Yeah, they incentivize, but they incentivize us in a way that is not regulated by using cults, right? And those cults force people to marry to for whatever nefarious reasons.
Yeah.
But I think the government, I haven't given it much thought actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say like the government should create conditions instead of forcing people to marry and rewarding them.
Okay.
And that is to make jobs even more accessible. Like we have plenty of jobs, but it's not accessible. And make homes affordable.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you think?
For me to condition that, I think based on a conversation today, I think we're having like too much babies being born in Indonesia. So we have to kind of like minimize that, condition that, but in education way. Because I have an American cousin that I used to have a conversation with him like a few years ago whenever he comes, and then he was always like confused. Why do Indonesians, when they buy protection or when they buy condoms to the convenience store, they get so embarrassed about it, you know? Mereka beli kondom tapi di atasnya taruh beli sabun juga deh. Jadi nggak terlalu kelihatan gitu loh, ya kan?
Yeah.
Tapi kalau di Amerika you buy a condom, like people are like, good job, you know?
Good
You're
job,
saving
man.
money.
Nice one.
Yeah, you're not making a baby because you know the impact of having a baby.
You literally go to like fucking Walmart and like, you just buy a pack of condoms, and then like everybody in the hall is like, "Wow, he's doing a service to society, to American society."
Yeah. Put your hands up. Good job, son.
Pretty much, man.
Boy.
Okay, they celebrate.
You're crazy, man. That ending though, in the Walmart.
Yeah, man. Like people sell guns in Walmart, right?
Yeah.
Do they? They do.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never seen a gun in Walmart.
Or maybe I actually like, I consume too much 9gag.
Yeah, but the thing is that I really want like Indonesia, because like the people having babies now in Indonesia, maybe they're not too educated, like the impact of having babies, or like ejaculating inside. They don't know like the impact. I make babies now. Like
Yeah.
how do I make love with my partner but not have an offspring or whatever,
Yeah,
right?
you wear contraceptives.
Exactly, but
Yeah.
not a lot of people know about that, right?
Yeah.
Kayak misalkan I just learned about like period,
Yeah.
ovulating. Like
Yeah.
not a lot of people know about. Like
Yeah.
guys don't know that. Like even sometimes like they don't know that girls do not pee from their vagina. They pee from their clits.
What?
So it's a different hole.
What?
No, things like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I never got that. Gue baru tahu pas I just got like I understand having a relationship I have to understand periods because my girl is like getting angry and cranky. Oh, what does it mean?
Yeah, I mean, me and my ex, we used to.
Can I say this here?
Yeah, you can. We have to use a conversation about the female genitalia because I have no understanding of how it works.
You're a virgin.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
That's family friendly though.
What?
You
This
have to
one?
consider that.
Well, pretty much.
conversation.
This is pretty much. I mean, my podcast is like very flexible.
Okay.
So we start family friendly, but like I usually wait until like my guest starts, raise the bar, the ratings bar a bit.
I'm fucked.
And then I'm okay with that. All I have to do is just put a disclaimer that this is 18 plus.
Okay, or you can just censor or something. Or make it funnier. Like people are gonna be like, oh, what did Brandon just say?
Yeah, pretty much, man.
Yeah.
But
Just in case.
But yeah, like honestly, I feel like making.
But don't tell me you know, right? Girls don't pee from their.
Well, obviously I know.
Yeah, but some people don't.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah,
like
a lot of people don't.
they should go on Google often. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was about to say, putting celebrities who are known to be sex icons as brand ambassadors for contraceptive products, it's actually a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Because,
Jeffrey Nicole.
Yeah, like
is
Jeffrey
doing.
Nicole, like
I love it.
ID. And,
Yeah, I love it.
yeah, like at first when I saw him as a brand ambassador, I was like, holy shit, this is so funny, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then because like he has a massive amount of following, and obviously not all of them understand exactly how the deed, the mechanics of the deed works.
Yeah.
So making him a brand ambassador really it really heightens the awareness of contraceptives.
Exactly.
And that's actually very good for our society. And some people say it's really bad. I'm like, dude, if you remain ignorant to this problem, we will damn ourselves to an overpopulation problem by 2060. So this was a good step, people.
Yeah. That's the reason that people have wet dreams, right? Because like when you're like holding it up, it's gonna just naturally go out, right?
Yeah,
So why don't
pretty
you
much.
find a way to like
Release the poison.
release it?
Yeah.
I told Jeffrey Nicole because I was just shooting a series with him like last month. You should definitely make that that rubber thingy that just looks like yours. It can actually make money. Like everybody wants to sleep with you.
Oh my God.
I gave him that idea. So if it ever comes out, I told him that. I suggested him that idea.
Make sure people knows that you said this in the podcast.
Yeah, but I told him make sure like add up like a few centimeters just to like
Glazing yourself like that way is insane, man.
yeah.
Well, sometimes the packaging is not too far from the product.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's usually smaller, but for yeah, I mean like chips, right?
Oh,
the
okay.
inside like are so little.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Alhamdulillah. I thought you were talking about his.
Oh yeah, no. But for those kind of that category, you have to kind of like upsize.
Oh yes, you have to upsize. That is indeed true. You need to build the mystique around it. But anyways,
Oh boy.
right.
Oh boy.
Let's. I feel like this is a very fulfilling main course.
Yeah, because
go.
like you have like a lot of serious speakers. Like it's pretty fun just to have like bro to bro convo.
Yeah,
once in a
bro to bro
while.
convo once in a while, and that's like something that I like to normalize, a homie conversation in Indonesia.
Exactly.
Yeah. So let's move over to dessert.
Okay. Oh, we have one more question. I thought that was the final question.
Well, we have a few questions. It's
Oh.
going to be a short one. Do you
Okay.
have a 16 personality?
I do.
What's your 16?
Can I just check
personality?
on my phone? It's
Yeah,
on my
sure,
email, 'cause
sure.
everyone always forget about
Yeah,
their
yeah,
16.
yeah.
What is yours?
I am. Can you guess?
I do not know like every label of it.
Okay.
16?
16
I have to get
personalities. Yeah.
ESFJ.
You're an ESFJ.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Very caring individual, that means.
But it's like the most common MBTI, right? Like this is ini paling banyak orang dapat tuh kayak gini. So I'm like very common.
That just means you have a lot of friends. Yeah, you have a lot of common with a lot of people, and that's great.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't think it that way. Don't think because this is common. I'm not special.
Are you very
No.
into this?
What?
Are you very into this?
I mean, honestly, because so let me tell you the background why I asked this question to people, right?
Okay.
So back in Raditya Dika's episode,
Okay.
I was running out of questions.
Yeah.
I just sat there for a solid 20 seconds thinking what to say.
Okay.
It was just like sitting there
Yeah.
in 20 seconds thinking what
Yeah.
to say. And I was like, I just randomly asked him like, hey, what's your MBTI?
Oh, did he know? Did he know?
What? Yeah, and he immediately said, oh yeah, I used to be INTP. I am now INTP. I used to be INTJ. I was like, oh, wow, okay.
So judging, and he converted to.
Yeah, he pretty much like converted into prospecting.
Okay.
So the difference is, so you're ESFJ, right?
Yeah.
INTP is supposed to be the opposite of ESFJ.
Okay.
ESFJ is supposed to be like structural, very social people. INTPs are like outside of the system and they don't care about jack shit.
Right,
They just want to keep on thinking like Einstein.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, that's like the background of why I keep on asking that question. It's just like a running gag.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, that's pretty fun because I feel like I am really that way because I'm the guy who kalau misal malam before I go to sleep, I open up my laptop, open calendar, and just like project what I'm gonna do every hour. So like, oh, I have to leave to this place, so that's why I'm early. I'm on time because I already put in my calendar travel time, 1 hour to the studio, and then before that I have like a list of things that I have to do by the hour. I'm very specific. Gitu. So it's always been like that every night. I have to like list my to-do list.
I see.
I'm very structured that way. And if things go wrong, I get like, fuck, what do I do now? What are things that I have to do now? You know? Yeah, I hate that. I really hate that feeling.
What is recently a YouTube channel that you are interested in? Like you got to the point where you had to binge watch it.
Netflix series I was watching Culinary Wars.
Okay.
Have you watched it?
I've seen it, but I haven't watched it.
I really liked it, and I'm very, very angry with Indonesia not allowing the Michelin food review to enter here. Because we don't have like Michelin food review, we don't have Michelin stars here, right? It's crazy.
Indonesia is a guy with a fragile ego.
Exactly. Because like the government doesn't want to pay.
Oh,
So there's like this
they have to pay.
licensing thing that you have to pay annually just to get them to come here and to review all the restaurants, all the food.
Yeah.
They don't want to pay that.
That's going to increase tourism though.
Exactly. Because
Yeah.
like I was watching this Korean series and then it's a cooking competition between 100 people and you have like this 3 Michelin stars, 1 Michelin star, 2 Michelin star, Michelin food review. And now it makes me want to go to Korea just to eat food
Yeah,
at
just to
all
eat
their
food.
restaurants.
Yeah.
Indonesia has a lot of that potential. The
Yes.
food is really good, you know?
Uh-huh.
So I feel like, why don't we just, just pay for it? Like all the restaurants just chip in.
Yeah.
50,000, 100,000, but all the restaurants chip in for that. For them to come here and review all the food.
Ministry of Tourism, please note that. Brandon Salim himself said it. You guys need to put Michelin stars in our restaurants.
I think they know, but they're just not willing to pay at the moment.
Well, you gotta create a social pressure for it. And I feel like you got the skills to create social pressure.
You have the pressure.
Well, okay, let's just clip this part and then I'm gonna collab it with you.
Oh damn!
Yeah, we're gonna induce an artificial social pressure.
Oh god, what have you been watching on YouTube lately?
I've been watching this one brain rot channel.
What is it?
I forgot the name of the guy. It's like a bunch of letters, but he likes to dub like anime characters and like put them in like super idiotic situations. Like there was this one video where it's basically an episode of The Office but Chainsaw Man.
What?
Yes.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's so weird, right? You watch Chainsaw Man?
No, I don't, but it sounds weird.
Yeah, it sounds weird, right?
Yeah.
So basically, like you got Makima, the red hair girl. Like
Yeah.
she's like the boss.
Yeah.
She's like Steve Carell's character.
Jadi conversationnya di dub ke the office scene.
Enggak, jadi kayak the dynamics of Chainsaw Man dimasukin ke kondisi The Office.
Okay.
Iya, jadinya kayak ya mereka berlagak kayak ini kayak episode The Office gitu. And like si Makima, in order to become closer with her coworkers, she decided to learn Gen Z, Gen Alpha brain rot.
Okay. You have to
Yeah.
show me though.
I have to show you here.
Yeah. Show me now.
Here.
So I can have like a live reaction to it.
Yeah, sure.
I'm like really confused on what you're saying.
The Office Chainsaw Man. The Chainsaw Man, but it's The Office.
Ads.
Oh my god, ads.
Oh, God.
Sorry, I am such a proletariat. I have ads.
Oh, they remade the animation.
See here, let me put in a very funny. Okay, so they were Denji and Power was arguing about which dinosaur is the greatest, a Triceratops or T-Rex.
Okay.
Right, and then this is it.
Oh my god.
God.
The Triceratops is
Oh
the one
my
with the,
God.
the hair thingy, right?
Yes, it's the one with the big head.
Like a lion.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was take your kid to work day.
It's like this.
My kids.
Aki's kids are fighting again.
It's so hectic. Oh, look at this. This is still a build-up.
Sure, T-Rex and Spinosaurus fought in Jurassic.
Oh, not a Triceratops. It's a Spinosaurus.
The Spinosaurus.
He still answers.
Look at this. Lebay banget, lebay.
Oh god.
They use Gmod power, man.
That's retarded as fuck.
Gmod.
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
This yeah. What's the channel name? RG33.
RG33.
Yeah, I think.
So every kind of anime.
Yeah.
They dub like different kinds of movies and
Yeah,
series.
like mostly like recent animes like Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh yeah, that's a big one.
My Hero Academia.
Oh yeah.
And then Chainsaw Man. And then some newer recent animes.
Okay.
I feel like he's like a Gen Z creator.
Okay.
I've also been watching Kurosai lately.
What the hell is
it's
that?
another brain rot anime channel. I'll
Give me all the brain rot.
Oh yeah.
list.
Do you indulge in a brain rot?
I might start. I mean, it's very retarded. It's
Yeah.
funny. Yeah.
And I've been watching Cinnamon Roll Adventures.
Okay.
Like Hello Kitty animation, but with cinnamon roll in it. Like
Cinnamon roll.
Yeah, cinnamon roll.
Okay.
Yeah, you know cinnamon roll?
No, I
From
don't.
Sanrio.
Sanrio too. Oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
Hello Kitty's friend.
Okay.
Okay, final question.
Well, okay. My YouTube indulgences have been Ghibli channel.
Oh, Jubilee.
Yeah, you know of it, right?
Yes.
You know, like there are like one 6 Asian and there's one fake Asian.
Yes,
And
I know that.
Everyone's just blindfolded.
And they be like, I think you're.
I think the third guy is not Indian because he's forcing the Indian accent.
I think that last guy is not Japanese because I can't smell wasabi off him.
Why don't you just label that as an Indian?
What?
How about in an Indian? They don't. Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. Let me rewrite the joke.
Yeah,
I
on
don't
Indian.
think the Indian guy, that guy's Indian. He doesn't smell like curry.
Hey, I can correct that.
Okay.
Okay, I don't think he's Indian because he says curry. It has to be curry. I learned that. It has to be curry.
Do you play a lot of Among Us? I
Play?
feel like, yeah.
No.
You don't play a lot of Among Us?
No.
You should. You have a talent for tricking.
Damn. Give me a
Okay.
pickup line. Let's to end this. Let's give me a pickup line.
You want a pickup line from me?
Just to end this conversation. Or like
I
a
got you.
joke.
I got you.
Okay.
Brandon Salim. They say beauty is in the inside, but I haven't been inside you yet. The delivery
I've been watching too much Brain Rot.
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna give you a joke. I used to read like this K-Zone magazine.
Yeah.
Do you know about it?
Yeah.
And,
I know K-Zone, yeah.
Yeah, the halaman tracker, you always have like a bunch of jokes, and I always remember this. How do you get Pikachu inside a bus?
Big. I don't know.
You Pokemon. Okay. Fuck. Okay, one more time.
Okay.
What do you call a zoo that only has dogs in it?
I don't know.
A Shih Tzu.
Oh my god.
Oh god, this is awkward.
Oh my god, the pun, man. I got one pun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it.
What's the oh my god, I'm so lost. The Venice thing. Oh fuck. Where am I going?
Floating city?
Yeah, Venice. Back then Venice was ruled by this thing called the Doge of Venice.
Okay.
Literally a dog. Because it's doge. Do you get it?
Yeah. Man, Vavanculo.
Oh my god, that's like an old millennial one though.
Yeah. That's a good one though.
Wow.
Yeah.
That has been a conversation, man.
Yeah. Cool.
We gotta go to Taman Ismail Marzuki now.
Yeah, we gotta meet some friends there and see some shit.
Yeah, let's go touch grass and touch cement and touch art products.
Like tangible ones.
Tangible ones.
Yeah, let's go make money. Let's buy art pieces today.
Let's appraise art pieces while sipping on wine and be like, this is very abstract. This represents the anguish of the Indonesian
I
people.
love it. Romanticism.
Very much so. Impressionism is my favorite
I
though.
love it.
Yes. Anyways, let's get on to going to Taman Ismail Marzuki, yeah?
Okay, let's go.
All right, guys. That is it. 1 hour with Brandon Salim. I think it's like 1 hour and 25 minutes. Berapa lama ini?
Very specific.
Yeah. 1 hour and 25? Beneran? Wow.
You're gonna cut this.
Wow. No,
Damn.
no. I got it right. 1 jam 25 menit.
Wow.
Wow.
Amazing.
I
You're lying. You're
counted
counting track here.
track.
This
I am
is
not
time.
counting track, man. I don't have track.
7:19.
I am a time lord. But anyways, that has been 1 hour and 25 and 26 minutes now because I wasted 1 minute freaking off.
I think your guy is just saying he's just making you happy, man.
Yeah, 1 minute 26 30 yeah, 31 minute and 1 hour and a half with Brandon Salim.
I'm lost.
Right. It was a great conversation. Thank you very much for
Thanks a
coming
lot,
to my
man.
show.
Baseless fuck.
Baseless as fuck. Yes, man. Anyways, that has been 1 hour and a half with Brandon Salim.
Okay, we got it.
Yep. I gotta make sure the viewers does it. Okay, guys, don't forget to click like and subscribe fuckers. I know how much of you are unsubscribed, but I know you guys keep on watching my shit. Subscribe so I can keep churning out the best content in Indonesia for the world to see. But anyways, without further ado, I'll see you in the next episode of the Based Indonesian Show. Bye-bye.
Subscribe to the Based Indonesian Show. Dijamin halal.